Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 5 of my Magical Adventures Let's Play series. And just up front, in case anybody is new, this is a mod pack that I'm hoping is going to be called Magical Adventures when I submit it. That I've put together over the last many weeks and installed it on the server to start really testing it with other players. Just in case you're wondering what this mod pack is about. But let's get started, guys. I've been very busy over the last few days since the last recording because I wanted to make sure that I have as much prepared as possible so we can actually start doing things. What do you guys think? It's a temporary place, but I got really tired of not having a storage. I can't stand if my stuff is not in a certain chest. So I put up this building here. I think it turned out okay. It's got a jungly look to it. I absolutely don't like this building. This little shack right there, my portal house. I think I rebuilt it 4 times. I tried all kinds of different block combinations and styles, and then I even played around with the carpenter's blocks because I didn't do that here. But when I built this, I didn't have any materials, just wood and cobble. I didn't have time to collect anything else, but I think this one turned out much better than this. And I started the dock here just to get an idea of the look I'm going for. Simple but solid. And these are the walkways I'd like to use. Don't want to use gravel much because I really don't have much of that either. And just started a little bit with the magical crops because I want to get started with the glowstone crops. And just to make something clear, this is temporary, okay? There is a lot of work to do. Like, I want to have farms up in the hills all over the place with their own buildings and then magical structures that are jungle fit. And then everything is going to be overgrown. I want to have a lot of greenery and like tree tunnels and that kind of stuff. Make it really jungly, magic feeling. I have a lot of plans, but I needed something to start with, so I put this together, and I think it turned out okay. I absolutely think this looks like puke. I don't like this building, but it's okay. It does its job for now. There's many other things to do. And then in here, just simple, I keep making my smooth stone up here, and down here I make charcoal, so 4 and 4. And I don't really have a lot of charcoal saved up because I probably used close to 30 stacks of torches over the last few days. And otherwise, simple storage system. My FPS are dropping a little bit in here. I'm only at 130. And I'm guessing that is from these labels, but it doesn't bother me yet. And eventually this is probably gonna be rebuilt, redone with sorry, what is that mod called? Oh, don't let me down. What are those chests that talk to each other? Oh, come on. What is it called? I'll find it. There we go. Refined relocation. Alright, here these chests where you can just have an input chest and then it sorts it for you. And then a lot of these things are gonna be stored in different places, like all the farm stuff that I've been collecting from exploring and so on is gonna go to their respective farms. I don't just want to have one big farm, you know, and have it efficient and stuff, because I think that's boring. I want to have this look like a real jungle city, you know, where everything has its place. I don't want to centralize stuff. Okay, now, you guys see here I added a plugin on the server, clear lag, because there's so much stuff everywhere from mobs dropping, and it just helps a lot with the lag. So a couple of updates real quick. The breaking enchant is disabled now. I got rid of that, but the EvilCraft mod is still there, so now we can get good enchants only. and I disabled Scorch Fire from Lycanite mobs. I've had to fix so many places on the server because you get near a lava pool and then one of these flying dragon bat mutations comes out and shoots Scorch Fire at you. And by the time you kill that Scorch Fire has put 20 trees on fire. I'm not kidding. It spreads like wildfire, pun intended. So yeah, I disabled that, so now they don't shoot Scorch Fire. They just shoot regular fire at you, which is a lot easier to deal with. Now, before I give you the tour real quick in the nether, this is how I've been farming my wood, and I've been doing a lot of wood farming. So I just plant 2 big jungle trees here, and then the oak block over there, and then I just come with the lumber axe, take it down whenever this stuff is grown. And even with the charcoal production, we have a lot of wood. That's what I wanted to get to. I think that's really cool. I automated the smeltery a little bit with a timer and hopper input, and you guys have seen those 100 times because I had a lot of iron. I went out mining one night, and I was just too tired to record a few days ago, and oh, we still have iron in here, but I collected so much that we've got a really nice cushion for iron. That's good, because we're gonna need it for the railroad tracks and stuff, and whatever I'm gonna build at spawn. But let me show you guys now what I did in the nether, and then we can start with the minions mod and go to the mining age, so my material shortage is gonna end. I had to close this off. This was first an open structure. It looked really cool, the first one I built. But there is so many mobs coming through this portal. Flying mobs, fireball shooting mobs, that I needed to close this off. I don't want to build regular doors, but at least nothing can fly out here now. So if you guys build another portal, make sure you put it somewhere safe. Alright. Now we're in the nether. And this is just the beginning here. This is gonna go over to Hoover Who's place, because he lives that way. And I was in here for a few hours with my hammer and stuff, and from here, there was one of these monks. They don't do much to you, but you see 1.5 hearts, but they break netherrack when they explode and also wood. So I always have to fix my portal structure. Anyway, from here to the mob farms at full sprint is exactly 1 minute. So that's pretty decent. But I can open my glider, and I'll show you guys this, and jump, and it's faster. I get it down to about 40 seconds. And that is not bad for living over 2,000 blocks away from the mob farm, and spawn is even further. Sorry that the chunks aren't loading that much. And this is a nether fortress that I dug through. I did a little exploring there, got necrotic bones and blaze rods. And this right here is the entrance. Gonna put a fire resist potion on just to make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna drink it, so I don't need to worry about it while recording. And guys, check it out what I found here. This is, I've never seen something like this. 2 blaze spawners right next to each other. We're gonna be able to build the most amazing farm, blaze farm. I've never seen them so close next to each other. That's gonna be amazing. But that's gonna be a while down the road until I'm gonna build this, because I'm gonna need a lot of pistons and stuff to make this a really good kill farm. Anyway, so, and I really haven't explored much in this dungeon and in this nether fortress. But I wanted to show you guys this, and because I want to make my way to spawn just to show you guys what's there, and then I'm gonna go back to my place. I'm gonna cut the video so you don't need to watch me, but I wanted you guys to see this one time. I'm on sprint. And it's really not that bad, but there's gonna be a 2-way rail tracks in here, so you don't need to run it all eventually. This is the mob farms, the portal that you guys see. Nothing has changed there. It's still the same skeleton farm and public stuff. And then spawn is just around the corner. Alright, and there's spawn. So we're actually, it's really not bad traveling through the nether. So we can keep the colorful portals or other things. I'm not sure yet where I'm gonna use them, but we will because it's cool. So this is the nether, the spawn nether portal building. I think it turned out okay. I like it. I used the wood from around here to make sure, you know, it fits in. And I just use jungle wood because A, I like jungle wood, the coloring the best, and because I have the most of it. Yeah, I just noticed. I gotta change this. These corners are supposed to be the wood. I don't know why I did that. And then I made this little thing here just to make it a little look like somewhat a spawn. That's it. So this is where spawn is. And I'm gonna go ahead now and run back to my place, and then we start setting up the portal to the mining dimension and play around with these minions for the first time. And then after that, we're actually gonna start with some magic. I'll be right back. So let's make the tools we need to go to the mining age. This is what you need right here, a mining multi-tool. And it's very easy to make. All it takes is any form of stone bricks. It can be cracked, mossy or whatever. A flint and steel, a stone pickaxe, and a stick makes you this. So this is early game. You need to find, what, 1 flint and an iron. That's all you need to make this tool. So you can start with that right away. And then you need 14 blocks that you make like this, the mining tool and stone bricks for a portal frame. You build a nether portal, but with the corners. You need to build the corners. And I figured I'm gonna put this over here for now. Eventually we're gonna find a nice spot. 3, 4. And 2. And then with the multi-tool, you just right-click it, you light it like another portal. But now nothing happens, and you see in the chat, to go through it, you need to stand in it and then press your sneak button, which is default shift. Well, let's go. And I added this mining dimension because I did not want people using the minions in the overworld, and you know, then we have holes everywhere. Alright, let me generate this here. And I did peek in here on a single player, you know, I needed to do the testing and so on, and it seems to be always day here and no mobs spawn. You guys let me know if that is something I should change, because it makes mining very easy. Lycanite mobs still spawn in the right conditions. So underground, when you get to lava pools and stuff, you will still get all the Lycanite mobs, but regular zombies and skellies and stuff don't spawn. I checked the config because I couldn't understand why nothing happened. Okay, but now let's start here. You need to look in your key bindings and look for the minion menu, which is by default, I think, M. Well, I use M for my map, so I rebound this to numpad 9. That was one of the 3 buttons I knew there is. And when you press that, you get this menu here. And you need to make sure that you have at least 8 levels to get started with this. And food. You're gonna need a lot of food, and you only need the 8 levels one time. So, and then you need to commit to evil. Pick whatever you want. I hope that your speakers don't explode in a second, because this can be a little loud. Alright, so now we committed an evil.
With your sacrifice.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice. And you need to do this 4 times.
I am Cornholio. I need chippy for my bunghole.
Gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
Ah, that was awesome, Beavis. No, we're definitely not doing that. Unspeakable act of lust. Ah, this is so awesome, this mod. I love these soundtracks.
The gods are pleased with your sacrifice.
This is awesome. Alright, and one more time.
The gods have rewarded your offering.
See, and now we got a staff. The master staff. And now, what you do is just right click anywhere, and it summons a minion. And you can summon 4 minions. And let me just show you guys one. See how much hunger I lost? I was full by summoning these guys. So that's why I said you need a lot of food. That's the only thing that you pay for in this mod. You don't need power, nothing. It's incredible. So what you can do, one of the acts, the first ones is you just right click with the stat. Well, first of all, you can zap these guys. Not sure what that is for, but I guess you can encourage them to work harder or something. I just right click this tree now one time. And now they said need wood. And they're gonna go around here and they spread out, each one to one tree. And they're gonna deforest as far as an eye can see. It's pretty crazy. So I don't recommend you using that in the overworld around your base because you might get unexpected results. Now I right clicked on the floor to get them back here because that's the only way I see you can stop them from... Where's the fourth one? Get over here. He's stuck in that hole. Yes. Knucklehead, get over here. So now, how do you get the items back? You right click these guys once with your staff and they drop what's on the floor. And there seems to be a little bug, like, when they work for a while, they disappear. They're still doing, and you can see the breaking animations and stuff, but you can't see them anymore. So then you get them back here, and I'm just going to show you guys. And, well, they don't have anything in the inventory, but if I would unsummon minions now, that's, again, the same key binding to open the darkness menu. If I would unsummon them now, they would drop all their items where they're standing and they're gone. So that's a way of getting your items from these guys back. But now the main reason why I wanted this mod, and let's go with this. Again, go back to that menu and say strip mine. No. Dig mine shaft. That's what it is. And now you see I got this outline. It's 5 by 5. And I think, yeah, this is where it starts. So I'm going to put this right here and right-click. Oh, actually, sorry, guys. I wanted to do something else first. I wanted to try this out from the beginning. I brought 2 chests. Because you guys see we're at high level 81. So we're a little bit higher up. So I wanted to tie these guys. I shift right clicked and then they set something, so I'm hoping they're now tied to this chest. So if they're getting full, they should come to the chest and drop it off there. Not necessarily needed, but I wanted to try this out. So let's dig a mine shaft and we'll start that right here. All I do is right click and now watch these guys go nuts. It's incredible. Yes, absolutely overpowered, you can say that, but I did not want people to worry about having to go mining if they don't want to in this mod pack. They could just focus on the magic parts. See, they're going pretty fast, already down to 4 levels now. And they're gonna keep going until they reach Y level 9. That's when they stop. If there's lava or water in the way, they will place dirt to clog it up. And you don't need to give them cobble. They summon those stairs out of thin air. So that's free. And if you do the other one, the branch mining, I guess that's the strip mining, they even place torches in those tunnels for you, even though you don't give them torches. Don't know. I'm not a fan of that part because you can make torches, but I think that it's not game breaking. And now, what I would do in the normal world if I use this, because, you know, it turns night, I would just go down here and place torches in the middle of every floor like this while they're going down. So nothing can spawn in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut here and let these guys finish digging until they go down all the way to... Oh yeah, sorry. Now when they... After a few minutes, I haven't figured out... First I thought it was at a certain depth, but then I tested it again, and it's just after a certain time, these guys disappear. And Hoover Who was playing with them yesterday, and he said when he went back to the overworld and came back, he saw them again. And they don't seem to stop working, even if you go into another dimension. So I don't know if this stays chunk loaded or not. I'm not sure. Which, oh, you see, 3 of them disappeared. So now you can't see them anymore. And I'm gonna go actually test this real quick. I want to see what happens. Might as well do this on camera. Alright, go back home. Here we are. And go back through. Oh, where did I put it? Yeah, there. Alright, let's see if we see these knuckleheads now. Yeah, so we see them. And I don't know. Ah! Woo! Don't do that, guys. So I don't know if they stopped and they just continue now, or if they continued. I didn't pay attention. But it's nice, so if you need to go back, empty your bags or something, you don't need to reset these guys. Alright, but now I'm gonna go ahead and go up there and cut and wait until they're done, and then I'll show you what this looks like. I'm a little scared right now because there's an Azure Lobber looking at me with 320 hit points, but he hasn't attacked me yet. So I'm gonna get out of here. I just wanted to show you guys they stopped down here. I'm on level 9. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff to still dig up, and this is it. There's a lot of lava, so there's a lot of screeching and stuff. So I'm gonna get out of here. And let me show you guys, here is everything that they dug up. Right, it's the saplings. Ah, flyer, gotta move. You guys are nasty. And I have some, you know, side shafts that I haven't explored yet and stuff. So I'm gonna head back to the base now, empty my inventory, and then we'll start with the magic. Hey guys, you can see that I went over to the mob farm because we are going to start with EvilCraft. And that requires me to gather blood from mobs, either by sucking up the blood that is on blocks, or you can fill it automatically when you kill mobs. But first we have to make the item. And I have never done this mod, by the way, so everything here is new to me. But I did play around in a single player world for a bit because I found it very confusing. I couldn't figure out how to get started. So I did have to play around over there. And these dark gems here you find mining, that's all I found so far. And I guess you need a lot of them for this mod, but we'll see how long it takes to do something. So the first thing you make is blood cells. And with those, I guess you can suck up blood if you have any on... Let's just try this for a second if it works on this, but I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't. We need to make the extractor, which is, let me see. Yeah, it's the sugarcane, iron ingots, and one of these. That makes a blood extractor. And I'm gonna make 3 of them because that way I have more on me for... You know, every time I come over here and fill these up, it's just gonna be easier. And now, as far as I know, when we can suck up this blood here, let's see. Did we get any? I'm guessing that we can't because these... I don't know why we can't. Oh, shift right click. There we go. Now we suck that up and it gives you a little bit of blood, but you also get it, you see it fill in when we kill mobs. So I'm gonna fill these 3 real quick. So I finished getting the blood on all 3 of them, so that's like 15 buckets. And the next item we need to make is a hardened... No, I'm sorry, what is that thing called? This right here, a dark power gem. And the way you make that, from what I read, is toss one of these dark gems into a pool of 5 blood. All you do is right click with this, and I'm actually gonna, there's 5, one of them turned into hardened blood. When it rains on them, it turns into regular blood again, but we can use that real quick, because when you click those with a flint and steel, you get blood shards, which we also need. And I can't even make this fast enough. I would like to just get 5 pools of this. 5, and let's toss this in there. Didn't work. Come on. Where is it missing? There? Okay. No! No! Oh my god, this is a pain in the butt. I guess we have a lot of these shards. Oh my lord. Come on. Let's try this again. And I said I need to toss one of these. But real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toss it. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Oh my lord. That's quite a pain. I guess it's best to do this when it's raining outside, so this doesn't form. And I'm just gonna take this last one here. I don't know if we ever need this many shards, but oh well. And let me close up this hole real quick. Come on. Alright. So, now out of this, and we only made one blood gem, or whatever this is called, dark power gem, because with 8 of this around, you make this blood infusion core, which is part of making these two machines here, a blood infuser and a blood chest. And I want to make these two. And now we're just gonna make a blood infuser first, because with that we can infuse more of these gems instead of having to throw them into the blood pool. Did I bring any cobble? Okay, I'm just gonna ninja some cobble here. We need 8. Okay, and put this in the middle. And this around. Cool. So we got that one. And I'm gonna put that down right here for now. Okay, so now you can put these vials in here or other blood and it fills it up. And now if we put one of those in there, it infuses it. So now remember, we had to use 5 of those blood buckets in the hole to make one of these. And now it used, I think, 250 blood to make another one. So it's a lot easier to make this. And I'm sorry, building, but I'm gonna need some of your wood real quick. I'll replace all that when we're done. Got to bring those two. And we need planks. And now we're gonna make the blood chest. Whoops, I gotta make the other one of those infusion thingies first. Alright, now we can make the blood chest. And this is a pretty cool item. I'm gonna put that on top here for now. And the same thing here, you put in a vial and it puts the blood in. So that's, I guess, the power for them. But what you can do with this blood chest, let's take the helmet here. That's really what I was after. It has a little durability damage. You put that in here and it repairs it for you. So you don't need to use an anvil for the cost of blood. And now it is repaired. And apparently there is ways of that you can get a random bad enchant on it. But I don't know if that is not working anymore because I disabled the breaking because that was one of them. Ah, I thought I had... What? Where are they? These guys are so annoying. Get out of here. Thank you very much for breaking my door. I thought that when you place them on the outside like this, that mobs can destroy them, but I guess it doesn't work in 1.710. Okay, so now we got this set up. We can repair our stuff. And I'm not sure, I thought I had more on this than just protection 3. I should have paid attention. If it maybe stripped one of the enchants off. But it's a really nice way of repairing your stuff. And there's a lot of other things that we can make with EvilCraft, but not today. We're gonna get into that in another episode. And there's, you know, all these weather collecting, and then there's something with these box of eternal closures. I guess you can capture a spirit of a mob, and then this is like a mob farm. It generates drops for you. But I have to look into that a lot further, and there's some other cool things, like this is almost like an endless ender pearl where you can teleport around and it costs blood and so on. So I'm gonna fill up my vials over here and then head back home and continue on researching Thaumcraft, because you guys might have noticed that I have the arcane workbench and the research table set up. I started Thaumcraft a day or two ago. And I haven't made anything but been scanning because I wanted to be on top of that, and I charged my wand on here and when I was killing the blazes to get the Ignis. And I mean, a lot of this stuff I'm not gonna do on camera, research and so on, but whenever there's something new that I'm making that I've never done before, I want to put it on camera. And when we set up cool things, rituals, we make infusions with Thaumcraft, making cool items with witchcraft when we go into the nightmare world and the dream world, the good dream. All that I'm gonna record, but I don't want to record all the boring stuff in between. And I did not want to do anything with Botania and witchcraft just yet because I really want to prepare the areas for those first. I don't just want to set this up temporary somewhere and then move it later. So between this and next episode, I'm gonna get back to digging a lot and landscaping and starting to set up some small farms here and there and just making the place more organized, trying to figure out where I want to put each one of these magic areas because they all need so much room. And I don't want to put anything in the underground pretty much. I'd like to keep everything outside. You know, maybe if there's piping or something, I'll put it underground, but the rest I want to all see. And blood magic needs a 21 by 21 area. I think witchcraft at least 16 by 16. Botania endless. You need a lot of room for Botania. And this EvilCraft doesn't look like you need much room, so I figured I'm gonna start with this right now. So I got some magic started, and I hope you guys are looking forward for us to continue with all the different aspects of the magic in this pack. Well guys, this is it for today. I really appreciate a like if you enjoyed the episode. It helps the channel a lot. And makes me very happy when I get up in the morning and I see people liking my videos. It's very rewarding and I love doing it. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, because I have a couple of Let's Play series now and a third one coming out soon, you get all the updates from whenever I upload a video. And until next time, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.